So I am traveling to the UP of Michigan. I live in the Lower Peninsula, and quite often when it's not wintertime, we will go up to the UP. And many of you know that my grandma is my shopping buddy, but I am my grandpa's traveling sidekick. So now that you guys met Grandma, I thought it was time that you guys met my grandpa. So I have always been known as his sidekick. We traveled all the time before I graduated. Now it's a little bit harder because both of us are working, but we would go to the Carolinas, Ohio, Georgia, anywhere that we wanted to travel to. And then now we're traveling to the UP together. We're going to do a little bit of rock hunting / Yooperlite hunting. For those of you that don't know, a Yooperlite is a type of rock where when you use a UV light, it actually glows. So if we find some tonight, I'll definitely show you guys what that looks like. But don't worry guys, I know this is not just a traveling video, but I am crocheting along the way. Can't go anywhere without my yarn. I got my yarn bag at my feet too. So what you just saw is a swatch of a pattern that I have created. I've got like 9 more that I need to make swatches for, but I'm working on the first one. And I am currently working on a Mosaic baby blanket. I believe the pattern was Mosaic pattern number 15 by Fiberfox Studio. And she also has a tutorial on how to make your own mosaic patterns, which is why I'm making swatches for these patterns that I made using her tutorial on how to do it. But I didn't do mine on a computer. I actually did mine on paper. It's a little bit easier for me. I like doing it by hand. So I will definitely be showing you in this video what I have come up with so far, and then also show you the swatches that I'm able to do as well. By the way, you might be noticing a little bit of a glare on the camera. That's because I cracked my phone screen and there's a crack that goes directly across the front camera. So unfortunately I can't get rid of that until I either get the screen fixed or I get a different phone. Either way, hopefully I'll be able to just mostly use my back camera so you're not looking at that glare for a while. But anyways, I figured while I am traveling, crocheting and whatnot, I'd be able to show you some of the scenery up here in the UP, because I believe that, I mean, Michigan in total is a very beautiful place, but the UP definitely has some sites that many of you, if you are looking for a place to travel, has beautiful scenery. We're going to Paradise right now to check into our hotel room, but then we are going to, what is the place called? Quanamon Falls?
Yeah, to Quanamon Falls.
To Quanamon Falls, and then Whitefish Point too as well.
Well, we're going to go to Grand Marais, and then tomorrow we're going to go up to Whitefish before we head back.
Yep, so we got lots of places that we're going to be traveling to from today and tomorrow, and then tomorrow we got to head back home. But anyways, let's go on a journey. is day 2, and we are about to head out onto the rest of our adventure. I did not get a chance to record any Yooperlite hunting because my battery on my phone was very low. So I will definitely get a recording later on when I'm home today of the Yooperlites that I found, because I found 2, so we didn't really do that good. We only found 2, but there was one that was my big score from last night, so I'll definitely show you that. But today we're gonna go to Quanamon Falls, and then we are gonna head off to Whitefish Point to do some more rock hunting, and then we'll be heading back home pretty much. So anyways, let's go on to the rest of this little adventure. We are now on the journey of doing the 1/4 mile walk to Quanamon Falls. And good luck to me.
The Upper Falls.
Huh?
The Upper Falls.
The Upper Falls. I guess there's an Upper and Lower Falls, but yeah, you're about to witness how out of shape I am. I may be skinny, but the skinny girl don't run. Bright side, we got some beautiful fall colors this time around, so the journey is gonna be quite worth it, hopefully.
Always worth it when we're together doing whatever we do.
Yep. Oh, I am so doomed. I am definitely doomed. I am out of breath after going back up those steps. So those clips there that you just saw are of the lower falls. So, and then in the lower falls there is actually 5 of them, and here we have the river that leads upward to the upper falls that we were just at. I look like a hot mess right now, but as you could tell, it is very, very windy and very cold. So we didn't really do much rock hunting. We lasted like, what, 10 minutes? And then we were done. So yeah, we're pretty much done with our trip, and I'm going to be crocheting on the way back home. And then when I get home, I'm going to crochet some more. And then I'll be able to show you guys at nighttime the full capacity of what a Yooperlite looks like underneath a UV light. So stay tuned. Hey guys, so I am back from my trip, and I had to let my phone charge for a bit before I could record the rest of this video. And I don't want to take too long, since I already know it's probably already pretty long from you guys joining me on my journey in the UP of Michigan. But real quick, I got some squishy mail, and obviously it's not much, but that is because I am currently working on a baby blanket for a friend, and I am using a pattern by Fiber Fox Studio. she has plenty of these mosaic patterns, and one of them really stood out to me. So I decided that I was gonna make the baby blanket out of it, and I did not expect it to be so beautiful. I did pair up this yarn with the Glint of Glam Glint of Glam yarn by Yarn Bee. Now, if you're not familiar with that yarn, it is discontinued, so you can't really get this yarn anymore unless you can find somebody selling it on eBay or Facebook. But I should say that Firefox Studio also has a tutorial video on how to make your own mosaic patterns. So I actually used that video to get an idea of how to make them, and I went and bought graph paper, and I decided to start making my own mosaic patterns. And I probably already said all this earlier during the trip, but I figured I'd say it again. So I have two complete. I know you probably can't see it very well, but you are going to get a close-up because I do have those Yooperlites that I need to show you guys as well. But this is one of the simple ones that I did. And then I have one of the complicated ones done. And this one is made in like 2 repeats and then 1 more up just to see how it looks. And then I am currently still working on this one. I did finish doing 2 repeats, and then I just want to do 1 more up just like that last one. You will get a closer up along with seeing the sketch that I did in the notebook, just so you can see the comparison of how it is worked up. But anyways, main point is I really want to show off this baby blanket that I have going so far. If you hear rustling, it's my new kitten messing with the bags and being a kitten. But anyways, so let me get this up right. Look at this. I know you guys are asking, what yarn am I using besides Glint of Glam? Because the Glint of Glam that I'm using is in the color white. But obviously we got this blue yarn here. This blue yarn is the Lion brand Ice Cream Cotton Blend in the color Blueberry. Now I will bring this up closer to you guys for a bit so that way you can get a closer look. But look how beautiful that is. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous pattern, and you can find the tutorial on Firefox Studio's page. And let me tell you, it is very easy, and even if you are a beginner, she goes through every step, very detailed. And once you really get going, because I thought that I would have to write down all the rows, because I believe it's like 18 in total that you go to complete one section. But once you really get a feel of how it's worked up, as long as you pay attention, you don't really need to look at the written pattern. But let me tell you, I am so in love with this. And I can't wait to actually check out her other mosaic patterns. I'm really just concentrating on this one just for the simple fact that I'm pretty sure the baby is due in a few months, and I really want to get this done and sent out to her so that way she will receive it before the baby is born. But I can say the one thing I don't look forward to is weaving in these ends. But you know what? In the end, it's probably going to be very worth it. And once I do finish this, I am going to add a border using the white Glint of Glam yarn. And it's just going to be a very basic border because I don't think I really need a detailed border with all the activity that's going on within this blanket. But so far, this much that I've worked up, I have this much yarn left from the ice cream blend yarn. And I'm guessing that I should be able to get 1 to 2 more rows out of this. And if I do get at least 2 more rows out of this bit of yarn, I should be able to work up 3.5 sections going up. And I can't remember how many chains that I did for this baby blanket. And I can't even remember what it measured out to. But when it is finished, keep an eye out for a video for the finishing product, and I will let you guys know the full measurements of it. But this is what I have so far, and then when it comes to the Glint of Glam yarn, I have this much left. So I still got quite a bit going. And I used a 3.25 millimeter hook. Let me tell you, I almost lost this because I came back from my trip looking for it, and one of my cats got a hold of this, so I almost thought I would have to wait till tomorrow to get another hook. But lo and behold, I found it, so I'm able to work on this. But anyways, moving on, because there is one more thing. It is a finished project that I did. Look at this. Isn't he cute? Now this is a pattern of my own. So from the hat to the scarf, the boots, the bunny itself, all of that I was constantly writing down in my notebook, scratching off what I didn't like, and then writing down what I want. So I have yet to actually type it up on the computer, so that way I have a not so jumbled up pages of notebook paper. But I don't really like the scarf too much, I'll be honest with that. So I think I would redo the scarf to like a nice loose infinity scarf to go around him. But everything is removable. So, and I should give you a closer look of how that hat looks. And look at his little face. And yes, his boots do come off. And I did use the Hobby yarn, not Hobby Lobby, but Hobby yarn, the Rainbow 8/4 cotton with a 2.25 millimeter crochet hook to make his body, and I'm pretty sure I used the same size hook to make the boots, the scarf, and the hat as well. So there's that. And then I received another thing in the mail yesterday. Some of you probably know what this is, and some of you are probably like, what is that? It is not, it is what you probably think it is though. It is the inserts for rattles. So I actually plan on making some rattles kind of like this, but not a stuffed animal, but more along the lines of like an animal head, and then just doing like a nice sized, not really a body, but the stick part of the rattle. And I'm going to use the same Rainbow 8/4 cotton. But once I finish one of those, I'll show you guys how it looks. But there's that. I know I probably already jammered on longer than I probably should have. But anyways, let's get a closer look at these. And we'll also check out that Yooperlite, or both of them I should say, because I found two. But let's get to it. Alright, so here is my little graph paper notebook that I got. And as you can see, it says Mosaic crochet patterns, hot cocoa crochet. So all these are basically what I made up. And I'm just going to show you the ones that I've been working swatches on so far. I have like 10 in total that I have in this notebook, so not really much. But the very first one we have here is this pattern here. This is my first one. And this is the worked up pattern, so this is the 2 repeats. And then I also went one row up. Sorry, I just realized I was probably out of camera. So there's this one, as you could see, if you want to compare the two. And then next one, let me just find this one right here. As you can see, this one is a very basic pattern, nothing really too much to it. And this one, I did 2 repeats and then 1 row up, just like the last one. Very, very basic. Nothing too advanced, so this would be very easy for a beginner to try out and see if they like to do mosaic crochet. But there is that. And then The other one I'm working on, I really like the design of this one. Now, the swatch, not so much. I think I should have used a darker gray to really bring out that blue design in it. But this is what the design looks like. And then I've got my 2 repeats here. And then I want to do one more up. Probably should bring that closer to you guys. But that's what I have for this. And I'll bring these closer up too. But these are all the swatches that I have done so far. And these are also done in the Rainbow 8-4 cotton with a 2.25 millimeter hook. But that is all I have for crochet wise. So now I'm going to show you guys my Yooperlites that I got. Alright, so it is dark because you could see it better in the dark. But this is the first one I found. Now this one isn't the most impressive because there's not really that much in it. And here I have a UV light. This is my grandpa's. He let me use it so that way I could show you guys. And then I just have to bring it back to him tomorrow. But this is the only way you can really find the Yooperlites is with a UV light. So if you ever are in the UP and you want to look for these, at nighttime you are going to need this UV light. But, you ready? Boom. I hope you guys can see that glow in there. Try to bring it back so that way I'm not. But this was the first one I found. And now wait till you see the other one. It is definitely larger. And then it has to be at least, it has to be at least 4 or 5 pounds here. It's pretty heavy. But wait till you see what it looks like when I turn on this UV light. You will understand how I felt when my UV light first hit it. There was no denying that it was a Yooperlite. Look at it glow. Now this is the kind of Yooperlite that I like to find, no matter what size it is. Just to have all of that glow up is amazing. I mean, this is the size of my hand. But isn't it beautiful? I love Yooperlites. They're absolutely amazing. But there you have it. That is what I have received during my trip to the UP. But I'm going to end this video here so that way I don't prolong it any longer. I will be updating with another video based on the finishing project of the baby blanket and also any other projects that I work on, and along with more swatches of the patterns that I've been coming up with mosaics. But again, shout out to Fiberfox Studios for such a beautiful tutorial, and trust me guys, there are so many more. The one that I'm using, again, because I can't remember if I said it, was Mosaic pattern number 15. So check it out and see what others she has. I know she's got plenty of them on her channel. And if you guys would like me to do some tutorials on my mosaic patterns, let me know. I would gladly do that. Hopefully I can do it just as clearly as Fiberfox Studio does. But anyways, you guys have a wonderful day, and I hope to see you soon.